Hello! If you watched my last video, I did a 48 hours on the road with me in my vehicle where I showed you all the daily maintenance things and activities I do when I'm car camping. And in this video, I am going to do a tour of my layout. Especially I have pretty much everything out now, so this setup can keep me off grid for several days at a time. So let's get the video started. Here's a quick overall look at my setup. Right over here we have this handy dandy Boulder 50, which allows my jackery to gain power, but I'm not getting more than 15-16 watts at a time because today is a very cloudy day. So it might take a while for this thing to charge even halfway. I doubt it'll get full today, but with this I am able to stay powered off grid for as long as I need. The only thing that restricts how long I can stay off grid is this water right here. It has 7 gallons, so that's approximately 3 to 4 days worth. And so, as you can see, here is my little food area with the water. And in here I have all like my very easy, quick to grab snacks that I can have while I am driving or when I just want something easy to make. But then when I'm settled, I have more food storage back here behind the water. So as you can see back there, I have electrolytes, more food and snacks, all my dishwashing stuff. So that works as additional storage. Here, tucked on the side, I have all my vitamins. So I can actually reach that even when my water's there, so I can easily take my vitamins even if it's a long day of driving. Then here, obviously, I have my bed. I usually like to sleep with my head here because then when this is closed, I can still see the stars. But sometimes I do sleep with my head over there. Doesn't really matter. And in here, this is an apatite crystal that I used as my knob. I have a little nightstand slash bookshelf where I keep candles, this nightlight, and all my books. Up here is my shower, which you saw me do in the last video, and for easy access I have all my soaps right there, so I can shower with this door open for somewhat of privacy, I guess. And down here I have a bunch of random shit, but this is my makeup bag, this is my other toiletries. Then this is my kitchen area. I have this awning attached to my roof rack that provides nice shade. So here I bring out my propane stove. And right in here I have my cooler, and I mainly have this on here for aesthetic reasons, but also I feel like it's better to hide that I have a Yeti in my car, otherwise that could be asking for a break-in. But yeah, so here is the cooler, and I built this little tabletop so it lifts up with the cooler. This is what I got going on in here. Lots of beers, coffee, overnight oats, creamer, and this is my veggies. Since I don't get enough veggies on the road, I try to at least always have carrots and some type of cruciferous veggie. And of course, hot sauce, because if you know me, I love everything spicy. So that is definitely needed. Oh, and I forgot to show that under this bed platform, which for the bed I just have a sleeping pad and these blankets. Works pretty well. But down here is where I keep things like these are my Reflectix window covers, black on one side, reflective on the other. This covers my back window. Some random things. I keep my table and solar panel down here. So just put the blanket down and it looks nice and put together. And then on the passenger side, I keep my clothes here. When I'm driving, I'll just throw them back on the bed so Suki can sit here. And then his food and water bowl goes down here while we're driving so that he can sip on his water whenever. But because we're going to be posted up here for a few days, this is the living area. And he is eating his food as we speak. Thanks for being such a great model, Sukes. Also, because I couldn't find any videos about this online, I want to show how I added my awning to my roof rack. So a lot of the videos you see online, you have to have the crossbars as a roof rack to attach your awning, or you have to drill holes directly onto the racks. But what I did is to attach it to these circular Yakima bars is I just took a bunch of U-bolts and really secured it in there. And as you can tell, these bolts do not budge at all. They are very secure, and I hesitated to share how I did that for a while because it doesn't look very sturdy, so I didn't want to tell people to do it and then it doesn't work out. But I've actually had this awning up for over 2 years now, and there was only one time that I checked the nuts and one had come loose. But other than that, for the whole 2 years, that awning has been super sturdy. And yeah, that one time that one nut was loose, the rest were still in place very tight. So you just have to really tighten the nuts onto the bolts, and it'll make the flat part almost like curve around. So yeah, if you can see, these bars have slightly bent, which means it has a lot more I guess pressure resistance that it won't budge. So you might not want to do it that way purely for aesthetic reasons, but in terms of functionality, if you don't want to drill holes into your roof racks, or you don't have the appropriate basket that has the crossbars, this way works great. The guy at the four-wheel parts store, when I told him the idea originally, was like, that's gonna wobble around, it's not gonna work. But guess what? It's worked for the past 2 years. And the shade, amazing. So there was the quick tour of my off-grid camper setup. Later on, I will show you guys how it looks like when it's in night mode, the actual night mode, not what I had when I was sleeping at Walmart or at rest stops, but how I have it when I am out in nature for a few nights at a time. So catch you guys later. It is now nighttime, so I have this essential oil diffuser going, but I don't really know how to diffuse oil from it. It has no place for water, so it's more of a rainbow nightlight. And then over here, I have my phone as a flashlight so I can read. And you can't really see, but you can see the stars through the back. So I hope you enjoyed watching my car tour. And if you are thinking of turning your own SUV or wagon into one, I hope you are inspired to do so. You can do a lot with a small space. I fortunately am a small person, but I have my dog with me, so it's the two of us. So if you are just one big person, I'm sure you can make it work too. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I am off to bed. Good night.